Hi, I'm John Paul Martin, the Warning Coordination Meteorologist with NOAA's National Weather Service in Bismarck, encouraging you to attend skywarn spotting in your community when the National Weather Service comes out for that, or viewing severe weather safety online at National Weather Service website, or through videos like this. National Weather Service website, www.weather.gov. Is an automobile. Safe place to be is an automobile. It's not the rubber tires that are protecting you. It's not the rubber tires. It's the metal shell of the vehicle that's protecting you. So you don't want to be touching anything metal in the vehicle if lightning strikes. But it'll deflect the lightning away from the vehicle. Okay? Like a Faraday cage, if you remember from your high school science class. You strike a cage, or you strike a piece of cloth with electricity, it may start on fire, but put a metal cage over it, strike the cage, the metal cloth inside is okay. It doesn't burn. So school bus is okay. Again, this is for lightning. Now for hail, automobile is a safe place too for hail. Better to be in a building if you can, but automobile is okay. You may be deafened. All this bang, 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 right? The other thing is the front windshield is the strongest glass on the automobile. It's that safety glass. If the front windshield breaks, it'll break into a whole bunch of these little pieces that are not sharp. Now I'm told new cars, I don't have one, so I don't know this for a fact, but newer cars, they're putting safety glass even on the side windows now. If you have an older car, you might want to have take your jacket, hold it up against the window so that the window doesn't break out. How about from wind? Your automobile is a safe place to be in wind. You can go 90 miles an hour, 75 miles an hour down the highway, and your car doesn't flip over. So your car can take a 75 mile an hour wind and not flip over. Now you want it at the front of the vehicle. The key is you want to point the front of the vehicle into the hail. You want to point the front of the vehicle into the wind. You don't want a 90 mile an hour wind hitting the side of the car because, now it may start rocking, right? Tip over. Again, in tornadoes, automobiles, terrible, terrible, terrible. You don't want to be in an automobile during a tornado. Okay? Flash flood, automobile, terrible, terrible, terrible. But for lightning, hail, and wind, pretty good protection. Again, better to be in a building if you can. Siren blowing. He's going to tell you there's a tornado warning on the storm.
This is bad. There's a tornado warning for the snow? Right here. Yep. Yeah, I might have got that on video.
I got that on video. Listen, I don't want you out taking pictures or videos during tornadoes and big hail and wind. I want you in the house, in the basement if you need to be, right? But of course, if you get any video, good video or pictures.
A lot of people have posted videos of lightning and really close shots of lightning on YouTube.
On YouTube,
yes,
yeah.
Most definitely, because I've
Can be
seen some of
beautiful to
that.
watch, right? Lightning can be just beautiful to watch, but listen, we need to treat lightning with absolute respect. Any questions for me?
I got one.
Yes.
What causes on a rather clear day these, I call them quite strong whirlwinds? It's like a mini tornado and it starts
Yep.
flying and
Yep.
have
I used to call them, I called them at one talk a dirt devil, and somebody said, no, that's a vacuum cleaner. Dust devil. Might call it a dust devil.
Well,
Yeah.
what's the cause of that?
Yeah. The cause is it near on a farm maybe? Do you see them?
Out in the field, I've been on
Out in the
You
field.
see them going across the field.
And I know your history there, Commissioner. The ground heats up differently. The black parking lot heats up faster than the grass all around it, right? Because the dark colors attract that ultraviolet light from the sun. A freshly plowed farmer's field. The temperature over that field on a hot summer day, or maybe in early, before the plant, crop gets in, might be 80 degrees over the freshly plowed field, but the temperature of the air all around it over the grass area is only 70 degrees. Differences in the temperature over the grass field to the freshly plowed field, 10-degree temperature difference, causes wind. Temperature. That the sun heats the earth differently. The North Pole is not heated as much as the equator. Differences in the heating of the earth causes differences in temperature. Differences in temperature causes difference in pressure, air pressure. Difference in air pressure causes wind to blow. Wind blows from high pressure to low pressure. You see on TV when they say isobars are real close together, it's going to be windy. That's difference in pressure leads to that. So in your example, what's happening is the temperature is 10 degrees or 15 degrees different, and so you have air flowing away from the hot, freshly plowed field into that cold air coming into the, and you have these little circulations that set up. We call them eddies, EDD, a wind eddy. And you get, wind blowing this way, wind blowing that way, and all of a sudden you get this little swirl. Now, they can be pretty darn big, especially in the desert Southwest. But we had one here in southwest of Williston, Trent, here a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Actually, people saw it come into town, and it picked up a little girl, 4 or 5 years old, was bouncing on the trampoline. Lifted up the trampoline, they said about 200 feet in the air. And she was injured, and they took her to the hospital. She survived. But I've never heard in North Dakota of a dust devil doing damage or hurting somebody. But there was one. The other thing is your eyes. The worst thing is to get what? A little piece of dust in your eye. So even on a windy day, you got to be careful to get a little piece of dust in your eye. That's the absolute worst pain, isn't it? But that's what that is. Difference in temperature, and you'll see it over in the desert. Where it's very dry. You'll see it over a freshly plowed farmer's field. Good place to look for those. Excellent question. Anything else with that? I know we're over time, and you're all hanging in there with me. We're way over time, and so you can fill out the survey and say you went too long. But by the way, there's no survey. Uh-oh. Okay. Let me just see if I can quickly connect here like we were connected. We got a very strong signal. I just want to take a minute. Mary, we're not going to have... I need to have this run here. Give me just a second. Have you been on the National Weather Service webpage? We may not be able to get on. It works before. Oh, there it is. This is the National Weather Service webpage. It's on a hammer. You don't need to write down. Weather.gov/biz. Couple things here. Top news of the day. Source River briefing page. North Dakota Severe Summer Weather Awareness Week. Dakota Skies. Neat publication there. Additional news headlines. So, for example, we haven't done many of these Skywarn talks, but here it was on our webpage. We haven't done many because I didn't know, and here's Bismarck's from today, we didn't know if I had money. I was afraid, National Research Headquarters would say, you have to stop doing those, and if I had 20 of these scheduled and then had to cancel, that would be terrible. But now they're saying, no, you can go ahead. So we're going to try and get more of these talks scheduled. On here is, on this left-hand menu, we go back to the main page, on the left-hand menu, if you go under Skywarn, right here, see it? You go over to Skywarn, do it this way. You want to learn more about what we talked about today, you go under Skywarn, you click on that. Here's courses, online training courses that first you have to register for them, and then you can take the role of the Skywarn spotter and different things. You can take courses online and get credit and be an official spotter first. Although if you sign up today, you're an official spotter. But for more information for you. On this map here, do you see the map? It's colored. So for example, flood warnings for these counties in green. See this dark brown? That's our wind advisory that we have in effect for today. So you go to Bismarck, click on Bismarck, or you can go right here, put in your city, state, or your zip code, and let's click up here somewhere. On the map, I've clicked. Where did I click?
5 miles southwest of Wing.
Somebody help me out. Where does it say that?
Wing, southwest of Wing.
Blue bar going across.
In the middle.
Right about 48.
You see 48 degrees? Right about
Yeah,
48 degrees.
Yeah. Oh. I just got these bifocals a while ago. What an embarrassment. I clicked on 5 miles southwest of Wing, North Dakota. And here's your forecast. Not for Bismarck. It's not for Willow. It's not for Regan. It's for 5 miles southwest of Wing. 48 degrees Now, this is getting the current.
Thank you for watching. Continued in part 14. Videographed by Matthew Kronberger. If you enjoyed the presentation, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Matthew Kronberger, Bismarck, North Dakota.